If you have clicked on this video, you are most likely wondering how to rise up to Platinum League in Werewolf Online. The experience is becoming increasingly more competitive. Many people are getting frustrated that they can't see a huge rise in skill points while they're playing the game a lot. Now, the system used to favour people who grind all day to get wins, but we've seen changes to the system and nowadays we have to rely more on our individual skills. Many of you might be stuck in silver and gold and are wondering how to hit that beautiful Platinum League to play with some of the world's best players. And that is exactly why I am making this video for you guys to understand some of the basic skills that you need to know going into Werewolf Online Ranked, so that you can start rising through the ranks quicker and eventually reach the Platinum League. I've played the game for about 2 years and there was a point at which I wanted to start taking ranked more seriously, but it was really frustrating because I just kept losing games and I didn't know why it was. I was stuck in silver, sometimes I dropped to bronze. It just felt like I was playing with other people that didn't understand the game, but the truth was I didn't understand some of the fundamentals as well. These videos are not going to be about top level strategies that will confound even some of the world's best players. These are going to be about the fundamentals which you need to know in order to start rising quickly in Werewolf Online and to make sure you stop having those frustrating losses. Now, Werewolf Online can actually be seen as a luck-based party game, and in some variations of the game, yes it is, but the mobile game that we play, Werewolf Online, there are a lot of knowledge-based skills that if you do not have, are going to pull you back and stop you from getting massive skill point rises and reaching the top fairly quickly. The truth is that Werewolf Online is actually extremely knowledge based, and if you don't know certain skills, then people are just going to end up tricking you, deceiving you, and manipulating you into believing certain things and acting in certain ways, and you're just going to end up getting frustrated. So without any further ado, let's get started. In this series, we're going to be going through my gameplays and seeing exactly what it is that I do in order to make sure that everything is going smoothly. This time's video is going to be about deduction and awareness. A lot of people tend to just play the game according to whichever role they are. They don't watch the chat, they aren't actively making deductions about other people's roles, and they aren't aware of what is going on in the game. As a villager during the day, you need to be providing information for your less skilled teammates. You need to be guiding the less aware teammates through the day. If you figure something out during the day, don't wait for other people to figure it out also. You need to tell them and expose whoever you think is evil. So in this game, I'm playing the Jailer, which is a pretty impactful role if played right. Watch what I do here day 1. I will repeatedly type in the chat what I know, and who we know is safe for sure and who is not claiming a role or could be evil. We start off by making a list of those who have claimed Random Regular Villager or RRV, who claims Aura, and also we're going to make a list of who claims Spirit Seer. We have other people typing this in the chat too. What we do next is then jail someone who has no claim, because Jailer is also a great role for forcing werewolves into making a claim. If they claim Random Regular Villager, they're suspicious for not saying it earlier. That's why jailing someone who is talking or making a claim is not a good idea earlier on. The extremely crucial part of this is that a lot of people are going to be remaining quiet during the day in silver and gold. These people are classically either strong unknown village roles, the Fool, serial killers, random killers, or werewolves. People in silver and gold when playing evil roles tend to stay quiet because they're used to not being accused during the day, but you can be the catalyst for this change. Here you can see me exposing people who have yet to claim. When you're in the low ranks, people are not aware of this at all and your village teammates will not know who to target next. That is exactly why you yourself need to spell it out for people in the chat so that then you can put pressure on those who are likely to be evil. This is absolutely critical for carrying in low ranks. People are reasonable and they will listen to you, but they're unlikely to make plays by themselves. You shouldn't be complaining about how bad your teammates are, and instead, you should be thinking, what can I do to help them see the game like I can? When it comes to silver, a lot of people are going to be staying quiet regardless of whether they need to claim their role or not. That is why you get a lot of people not claiming RRV, not claiming Doctor and other things. Sometimes you even get quiet Aura Seers. That is why silver is extremely difficult to carry if you don't know what you're doing. You have to be accusing people and asking them for their role. That segues into another really important part of playing as a villager. One of your most important, powerful tools as a villager is the ability to accuse. Some people try very often to just go off of what they know for certain, like Aura Seer information or other info givers, and they forget to utilize the chat to get reads. If you don't ask someone for their role, you can't get a read on what they want to present. What they tell you is absolutely key information to deducing whether they really are innocent or they are in fact a wolf. So let's look at how it goes in the game. There's no information, Aura checks 9 last night, and both spirit seers are dead. Many silver players begin to believe that this is where they lose the game, especially when Aura seer might die too, and then they go, well, there's no information, we can't win the game now. Everybody is quiet and doesn't know what to do. What should you do then? The answer to that question is to accuse no claims. I accuse 7, who is staying quiet in order to avoid suspicion, but as it turns out, that makes him suspicious to me. He uses the famous words, "I'm good." Guys, when you see these words and the fool is dead, this is an easy lynch. This is something that bad players will say because they haven't thought about what role they should fake, and they don't even know much about faking. As you can see here, when we continue to vote 7 on my command, 7 just gives up and reveals that he's the cannibal. I follow this up by putting suspicion onto 13 and jailing him, and he claims RRV in jail. Since he failed to claim this at the very beginning, we can tell that he is bad, and we end up taking an easy win. So since this is a tutorial, I think it's necessary to sum up for you guys the most important parts of this video that you can take away and use immediately in ranked play in Werewolf Online. So in summary, there are 3 tips to improving your deduction and awareness skills in Werewolf Online and using them to carry the game. First, you need to type out information in the chat of who is RRV, information, and other claims. Make sure you make a mental note of this at the start as well. Always keep it in the back of your mind. Secondly, you need to be always checking the chat to see who has not made a claim or even someone who hasn't said anything. You need to expose these people for your fellow villagers before you get killed in order to see whether they really are good or if they respond in a way that makes them evil. For example, they might say I'm good, or they might claim a role of a dead person, or furthermore, they could late claim a role that someone has already claimed. If someone claimed Doctor Day 1, and you have accused someone and they have claimed Doctor Day 4, that person claiming Doctor on Day 4 is an easy lynch. Alright guys, I hope that has been helpful to you. That is the end of this time's video. And I have to point out that some of those things you may feel like you already know. However, if you're not doing all of it every single game, there is a strong probability that is why you're not gaining skill points in Werewolf Online. Now, I've got many more of this series to make, so I hope you stay tuned for that, but there is one particular thing that will clash with this video quite a lot. When you're accusing people who haven't claimed their role, regardless of what they claim, they could be tricking you to get themselves killed because they are the fool. This is a problem for a lot of silver players, and so next time's video is going to be about how to stop the fool. Last but not least guys, don't forget to comment and like to support the video if you enjoyed it and if you want to see more, because it's a massive amount of information for me about what kind of content I should be making. If you have any more questions as well about the information we've discussed, or you want to ask me any more questions in general about Werewolf Online or my YouTube, don't forget to join the Discord, which the link for that is in the description below. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.